The best investment you can make today is potentially the few minutes you spend watching this video. The information you're about to learn could save your business tens of thousands of dollars and protect you from potential prosecution and litigation. Now, I'll let Tracy Angwin, head of Australian Payroll Association, tell you why, but Tracy is an expert in the Australian payroll landscape, a designer of payroll qualifications for registered training organisations, including TAFE in New South Wales, and author of the best-selling book, The Payroll Revolution.
Hi, I'm Tracy Angwin, Managing Director of Australian Payroll Association. I'm here to tell you why your bookkeeper is making some very important changes to the way that they process payroll and why these changes will help protect your business. In recent years, employers have come under increasing pressure from new and amended legislation. The introduction of the Fair Work Act and SuperStream have dramatically increased the regulation and compliance requirements around payroll. Most businesses have been struggling to keep up. In fact, some estimates suggest that over 70% of all Australian businesses are in breach of the Fair Work Act to some extent, risking fines of up to $51,000. And that's $51,000 per breach. Thousands of businesses have been audited and hundreds already prosecuted and fined for breaches. Now, these weren't all deliberate breaches. A lot of these occurred simply because business owners just didn't know the law, and how could they? There are so many statutory regulations, workplace laws and government legislations, it's almost impossible to keep up. I've seen firsthand some of these prosecutions and the effect that they can have on small businesses and their owners. Like the Adelaide Trolley Collection Company, whose director was fined $35,000, and a Melbourne restaurant that was penalised $10,000 for not keeping proper records because they were suspected of underpaying their staff. Or the company which was fined for underpaying a sales consultant more than $16,000 after incorrectly hiring her as an independent contractor instead of employee. But under the Fair Work Act and SuperStream legislation, ignorance of the law is no defence to prosecution. In fact, under the Fair Work Act, if you're prosecuted because of a breach, you're assumed to be guilty unless you can prove you're innocent. You're expected to know how to comply or engage someone who does. Luckily, you've got an ABN bookkeeper who's looking out for you. Our recent payroll benchmarking survey, which surveyed almost 2,000 businesses employing over 1.1 million Australians, produced some very interesting data. For example, smaller employers who struggle through the payroll function are doing themselves a disservice. When they genuinely cost the payroll function within their business, including the real value of their own time, it's far cheaper to outsource the function to an expert. The survey identified the true cost of processing payroll yourself. If your business employs up to 200 people, it will cost you, on average, $32 for every payslip you generate. And it gets worse. If you employ less than 50 people, it costs you a staggering $157 per payslip. I'm pleased to be involved with ABN Payroll's program that supports bookkeepers like yours in supplying payroll services to small business. Australian Payroll Association supplies technical support and resources, together with access to training and qualifications to bookkeepers, which allows them to focus on the important things, like you, while delivering the same personal service that you've become accustomed to.
But protecting you from potential prosecution isn't the only reason your bookkeeper is changing to a better payroll system. The government also introduced new qualifications and standards for contract bookkeepers. When you add this to the ever-increasing demand for competent contract payroll professionals, you end up with a situation where using whatever off-the-shelf payroll system is available is simply no longer viable. There are just too many different packages, versions and workarounds to deal with. There has to be a simpler, safer and compliant way to deal with payroll. And there is. It's called Perfect Payroll. The ABN Perfect Payroll system is a complete and compliant payroll solution created specifically to support your bookkeeper and keep you compliant. By adopting the Perfect Payroll system, your bookkeeper is ensuring they can deliver you better HR management, HR reporting, reduced employee queries, access to experts to help solve your payroll issues like award interpretation and HR legal issues, cutting-edge SBR compliance, tax office interface and streamlined superannuation processing. And all of this is delivered with the same fantastic personal service that you've come to expect from your bookkeeper. Perfect Payroll has been designed so your bookkeeper can protect you and your business with best practice levels of Fair Work and SuperStream compliance, along with access to the most up-to-date, accurate and reliable payroll information systems and processing available today. In short, your bookkeeper has got you covered. To create Perfect Payroll, the Australian Bookkeepers Network, of which your bookkeeper is a member, teamed up with Attaché Software, Australian Payroll Association and EI Legal, a specialist HR and employment law firm, to create what we believe is the best payroll solution available. I'm Darryl Weeks from Attaché Software, and over the last couple of years I saw the growing need for a service like this one. We produce one of the finest payroll software packages available, which is an essential tool for a bookkeeper running an outsourced payroll service. We pride ourselves on having the highest level of compliance with all the payroll laws, as well as delivering some terrific reporting options. Attaché is one of the largest payroll software providers in Australia. In fact, over 400,000 Australians get an Attaché-generated payslip every payday. Now, the great news for you is you don't have to do anything. There's no special software for you to install or forms to fill out. All the necessary changes are made by your bookkeeper at their end. So you get to enjoy peace of mind around Fair Work and SuperStream compliance, better HR management and record keeping, less employee grief, and a better payroll report, all while you focus on doing what you do best, running your business. Your bookkeeper has been fully trained and has the backing of all the resources they require. But if you do need more information, just talk to your bookkeeper. Thanks for watching today. I hope this small investment pays dividends for you. All the best in your business. Bye for now.